But we're gonna do this episode a little different. We're gonna talk about whatever we want. So first, what I need to talk to you about Harry Potter, because me and Jeff are watching the movies, like on Crave now. Free sponsorship for Crave. So, so movie one.
Mm-hmm.
What was the point of the various traps or puzzles to get to the end? Like two things: the chess thing. Why didn't Ron just jump off of the horse?
I don't know. I don't think you could. I don't know. I think maybe you were locked in as the character. I don't remember.
Okay, and then secondly, what was the point of all that too? Because the last one was the mirror where Dumbledore said, "Oh, only someone who doesn't want to use this stone for evil would get the stone in their pocket." So it's like, so then couldn't you just had the mirror be the only obstacle, because everything else was just filler where it's like.
But I guess you could still get someone else could still take it, and it could still be dangerous in other people's hands, even if it wasn't like, even innocently. You don't want it just falling into the wrong hands, regardless if they're like evil intentions, good intention, whatever it may be. Like, I guess it's just a risk. So it's better just ensure you don't get to that point. But if you do, it's pretty like foolproof at the end, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
I did watch the reunion special.
Okay. Next question.
Yeah.
Goblet of Fire.
Yeah.
So Cedric dies and Harry is like, "Oh, Voldemort's back, Voldemort's back." And then we find out in the next movie that the Ministry, like it's like no one believes him. But
Yeah.
why wouldn't they just use the memory thing that Dumbledore showed in that movie of him revisit Harry's memories of what happened at the graveyard?
They didn't think of everything clearly. They aren't perfect books, like, by no means. And I think, well, it would probably still get like in some way it would still be, again, because it's even now, like, people, things are absolute facts that we know, absolute facts, science, whatever it may be. You're going to get people that will twist it politically and whatever it may be.
But it's like Lucius is like, like whispering in Fudge's ear, where it's like you could easily have this guy arrested if you just show his memory, like, you know what I mean, like what other, and then this is
no, and that's a good point. The memory thing, I haven't thought of that one, and no, and they could, but
and then also, I know in the book they casually dismissed Hermione's time necklace thing, but that would solve a shitload of problems where they used it again for like Cedric's, like, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't understand why Dumbledore took it away at the end of that book or movie, to be like, you can't use time travel anymore.
Again, I feel like they should have, like, it was cool in the third book, like using the time travel and saving everything at the end, but I feel like it was messy to introduce it at all. I feel like it's something that they probably should have just kept away so it would never be a thing. Because did you ever end up reading or even seeing the Cursed Child play?
No.
That's a mess, and it's not by J.K. Rowling, not that she's a mess herself, but anyways, it's written by someone else, like the playwriters, and like they use the time turner a lot, and again it becomes messy, and it's just like, yeah, it's a disaster when you try to do the whole entire time thing. I feel like a lot of books and movies and stuff, like there's so many different like plot holes and things where it's just, you should stay away from trying to mess with time.
Yes.
And having something that can easily do it. So yeah, I don't know. Because then, yeah, they later on have in the fifth one, they use the excuse after the fifth one that they destroyed all the time turners in the fifth book or movie or whatever. And they use that, they mention it later on as like, oh, that's why they don't have it anymore. But it doesn't make sense. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll keep
I feel like you shouldn't question that much. I feel like you should just enjoy it for whatever it is.
Well, I have questions. Okay. And now on to Drag Race. First of all, I'll give you my opinions, because that's what this show's about. I don't know if white people are okay. Are white people okay? Because why are you eating a dragonfly? And if you're on Drag Race, I don't think, who was it? Cornbread. I don't think she has $1,000 to be giving away to have some guy eat a dragonfly. Like what's going on? Like
I don't know.
Yeah.
Especially, that's gonna be on TV now too. Everyone's gonna know.
Everyone's gonna know. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And then oh yeah, okay. And then
did you enjoy? As soon as I started watching and like they brought back the 2 contestants that got kicked off, in my head was you talking about the first 2 episodes, like, well, at least they actually eliminated people this time around.
Okay, I have so many fucking feelings about this. First of all, can you who was it? Was it June Jambalaya who sent Orion home?
Yeah.
It was like oh, I'm glad, or Willow or whoever. Anyways, it was like oh, like, I beat you, but now, now, like, they means nothing sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think it was June Jumble, and she was even like, I'm not happy to see you back here, because it is like.
Well, exactly. Like, if you were in that room, would you not be like, get these bitches out of here? Like I'm trying to win the competition, and you're dragging it on, and yeah, it's just like it's annoying. And there's other seasons where it'll be like the top. It could be later in the season, like maybe like the top 5.
Yeah.
And then there'll like be some weird competition to bring a girl back. And then it's like, we were at the top 5, you should be a top 4, but now we're a top 6. You know what I mean? Where it's like same thing here, where it's like, okay, we're in the top 12 and now right back to top 14. And it's like, yes, it's just it's like frustrating. And then I don't know what the fuck's going on with this stupid chocolate bar thing. And I'd like watch it and be like, what's happening? So it's like Willy Wonka, like you need like a golden ticket, and it's like, no.
And to me, it's like, it's kind of, because what if the first person did have it? Then it's just like, does everyone else just eat their chocolate bar then for the rest of the season? Like, because what if this week, if like June July opened it and it was the gold one, and it's the first person, it's just like, glad that gimmick is
honestly, her reaction when she opened it, she's like, it's chocolate. that was like the greatest meme moment of like, this needs to be on loop nonstop. I could watch that over and over again of her opening it, being like, it's chocolate. And I'm like, yes, so good. Okay, and then let's get into these looks. So I'll share my screen. We're not going to go through. There's 42 looks. We ain't doing that shit. I'm gonna start with some of the issues. Then we'll go right to like the maid outfits, because that's the one that really counts. Oh wait. First, okay. I'm not trying to make a joke about this, but as I've said in previous episodes of a review, why the fuck do you make these girls talk about really serious, emotional things when they look fucking crazy? Orion telling me the story about how her mom killed herself while like her thing is like taped back, and it's like, wait, what did Orion type in? It doesn't matter. Anyways, it's like this isn't a great like emotional story, but you look fucking crazy, and and then when Cornbread and
yes, I was gonna say when Cornbread's telling her story of leaving home, everything,
and then when she said like, oh, it's right around the corner, but they never even looked for me, and I was just like, oh my god, Cornbread. But then meanwhile she's like covered in powder, and I'm like, can you prompt these girls to talk before they get messy? Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're in the workroom in like, you know, like in boy clothing, so like or gender clothing, so it's like non-drag. It's like, why don't you have them talk about serious things around the table? Like, you know, like when they first walk into workroom, they gather around the table, then talk about emotional, serious things, because it's like 2 things. First of all, these girls are trying to get ready, and like you're like, you know, like crying. It's like you're ruining their makeup and stuff. So, but it's no secret, but like producers will they don't it's none of it's scripted, but what they'll say is like, oh, why don't you talk about your family accepting you, or they prompt the topic sort of thing to get that workroom moment. And it's just like, why don't you prompt that topic like before, even when like they're designing their outfits sort of thing. Oh yeah, and then the other big conversation was Maddie Madison. He's straight, because I guess the other half didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say something brave and controversial. I'm convinced he doesn't tuck, because when he walks down the runway, it is a very straight man walk. Okay, like balls are hanging out, is what I'm saying. And also all the outfits. Where are all the outfits? Except for the promo look, where it's like all that like the pink vision. It's like you don't need to tuck, right? Like it's like all dressed, you know, you can cover.
I guess, yeah.
It's not like a leotard or whatever. So it's like just not, but I'm also just wondering if I'm just like being an asshole and just criticizing him for being him. Or like, okay. What were your thoughts before we get into the looks?
Yeah, and those, well, it did feel like the first 2 episodes. If I would, am I allowed to say who went home today? Okay. If I was True Trouble, I had to go again and go home against someone who was like, yeah, I would have.
Yeah. But also, I will say that like, I don't know. Okay, like part of me says, like, okay, part of me empathizes with the queen in the competition. I said, like, you know, get these bitches home.
Mm-hmm.
But another part is like, if you were one of the people sent home, like, you know, like you get that extra story, that extra episode to keep going, sort of things. Like you kind of make a name for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Where, like, to be honest with you, I don't even know who went home the first episode. Was it Willow? Who went home? Was it Willow?
No, Willow. It was so it was
Orion. Betty and
Orion story.
Yeah, and Orion's story. But exactly where it's like, if they had left and not come back, I would totally forgotten about Betty and Orion.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah, and cornbread. What did you think Betty's name was?
Oh, diabetic.
Diabetic, yes. And then like, what? That's not her name. Yes, and that's the thing too. It's like with like the start of every season, I'm like, and forgive me if I misquote someone's name.
Yeah.
But it's like I honestly don't know anyone's name, so it's like I can't imagine being on the set there where it's like it's like I just getting to know you, and then
yeah.
But I was kind of sad about June, because like I do think like I wanted to see more from her, but let's get into some looks.
Mm-hmm.
Now to get into the maid look. So Betty, what do you think of this look?
I'm not like crazy about it. But to be honest, I thought that their category, the red, white, and blue, I was like, oh, that category can be a little bit tacky. Just the look that it can produce, because like I don't know.
It's all gonna be very Americana, yeah. Like,
yeah.
It's like, but I do like. I mean, this is very much like a float, kind of like, you know what I mean. Like this is kind of what I expected. But another thing, I'm like, I'm sorry, none of these looks were bridal, right? There was not, like, I was expecting like one bridal dress or like gown, but like they were all very like pedestrian in a way.
Yeah.
This and cheery up Paris Van Michaels, why she did not win this episode. Like, Kamala, you cannot tell me this show isn't rigged. Like, come on, this is gorgeous. Like this,
I agree. This is really nice, and like I love the arm, like the flutters. Like, yes. That is beautiful. I agree.
Yes, and it's not tacky. Like it's very pageant. You know what I mean? Like I think she did a great job. Okay, this I have a problem with. First of all, Deja Skye says that she's a seamstress, and also that she made outfits for Cornbread. So she knows how to sew, and I admit the actual dress itself is beautifully sewn, like that mermaid finish. But what the fuck is with this sash? Like, I just feel like this was thrown on. Like it didn't make sense.
She just needs to incorporate the colors white and blue, and this is how
but why not put it on the back as like a cape, or you know what I mean, or even like a shawl, like a scarf or something, like pashmina, like something. This just looks like exactly that, where it's like, oh wait, you mean it's red, white, and blue? Let me get some white and blue. Like that's what, yeah.
I agree.
But like I like the finish, yes. Okay, this Jasmine Kennedy, I did not like the blue. Like I think it's like this is such a great made, like great fitting dress. I just don't think
it's not my favorite. I did prefer her other two dresses. So I do really like Jasmine Kennedy. Like I feel like she's one to watch, and I think a lot of potential.
yeah.
And but again, I also blame the theme though. The red, white, and blue, like I don't know. But it does look like it's sewed together nicely. And
yeah, maybe it's the star that pisses me off, where it's like the star is just like it doesn't, it's like she found it in the pile, like, oh, let me stick this on, where I feel like if she just like, you know, like less is more sort of thing, where it's like, but again, this doesn't say bridal. If I saw this, I'd be like, oh, you're going to a pageant, like
yeah,
this
Miss
is
America
very,
sort of thing.
evening wear. Yeah, it's not there's nothing
But
bridal.
it is like it is nice. Like this one. Oh.
George, okay, listen. I know we're just reading all these bitches for not being bridal. This is definitely not bridal, but I can like I already know like it's only episode 3 and I already know exactly who Georges is, and
yeah,
I guarantee you if she was getting married, this is exactly what she would wear. Like this is
this I feel like you could be going to like some sort of like, I don't know, like some sort of a derby or something.
Oh, yes.
But no, I love it. Like, you know, and I love how you already know who Georges is. Like it is, yeah, she's the personality and it's strong and it's her character pulls this all together, because otherwise it would just be like, oh, okay. Like on anyone else, I'd be like, I don't know.
Yes, and also like, it was like nicely sewn. I don't know what her sewing skills are like, but it was put together nicely. Lady Camden.
I like Lady Camden.
I think she painted it. Like I don't understand the pattern on the dress. I think she painted it, which is really cool. And this is me being a gay boy, but like that wrapping thing, it's I live for it. It's very like I like it. It's very Venus Love Me Chain Sailor Moon, and that's what I live for. So I'm okay with Lady Camden. Okay, listen. This actually, I'll tell you this. She's one of the few girls that actually put on a fucking veil, because that like otherwise I would not know that this is bridal. So the veil did make a difference. I don't think she's one of, who was the queen last? Was it Ella Day? I feel like Maddie kind of paints herself old, right? Like this is kind of Mother of the Bride.
Yeah, I agree. And it was for UK. It was Ella Day kind of also painted old a bit. Like this out of all Maddie's looks was the better one, and like it did at least like she was smart adding a story and kind of character to this runway, because it made it more memorable. I'm not crazy about it, but
okay, Alyssa Hunter.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say something. It's my show. I can say whatever the fuck I want. Know your fucking skin tone. I know this is supposed to be a nude illusion. This is not an illusion. Like I can clearly see, like there, you know what I mean? Like like it's distracting. Where if the nude illusion part wasn't there, I would enjoy it more. I just find that it's distracting. Where like, okay, I know what you're trying to do and it's not successful. Where if you just got rid of it, it would have been successful.
It's funny because I didn't even realize that's what she was going for, because it's not like
okay, well maybe that's not what she's going for. I assume that's what she was going for. And I was like,
no, and I think if it was nude, that would be a totally different look and it would look better. Like it could and it would,
but I do you know, like speaking of ones to watch, like I do think Alyssa Hunter, she's gonna be around for a minute. I think she's interesting. Okay. I have issues with this.
Tell me your issues.
Maybe it's because I'm not used to it. And I've said this before that I don't mean to disrespect anyone's drag. All drag is valid. And, you know, Trixie Mattel has that signature eye, like, you know what I mean? And maybe Bosco's trying to make that signature eyebrow. But I just find I find it too severe of an eyebrow for me to enjoy it. Like I can just draw into it. And like the same thing with about Trixie's face, but maybe it's because I got used to Trixie. Maybe I just need to spend some time with Bosco to get used to that eyebrow. But I'm not feeling that severe eyebrow. And I don't get the red. Like I don't get the red gloves and I don't get the red on the side. And I also don't get like their different shades of, well, I just don't understand why the red's there. Like it's not animal print, like well, what's it doing there? Like I don't like.
It was just an attempt to make it pop. I think it was just
okay, what do you think?
I'm not crazy about this one. It's not my favorite by any means, but I think the red was just because picture without the red, I feel like we would have nothing going for it.
Yes. Okay, Willow Hill. What were your thoughts on this one?
I like this one. I do.
I think she got really lucky with the material. Like that's like I think she knew what to grab when they went for it. Like yeah, like the
I agree, and I like the thing around her eyes and everything. Like I think this is a really nice look. It is.
Is she the winner?
She was the winner. Yeah.
Do you think she deserved to win over Angeria, Paris Van Michaels?
Maybe not. But like I'm not completely like taken back by it. Like it's not, I could see how she did. I do think Angeria was better, but it wasn't a huge gap where I'm offended for Angeria. But I do think Angeria is just very polished. All of her looks, like her other ones were so cute and fun too, and I really enjoyed them.
Yeah.
Willow, I don't even remember her other look. Like that's how like it was. Like this one is really nice. I do like this. But I do think Angeria is going to have a lot of opportunity in the future. Not that that means she should get it taken away from her now to win, but I feel like Angeria has a lot more coming. Willow, I do enjoy Willow. I don't know how consistently strong she'll be. Like, I feel a bit iffy about that, but we'll see, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. What do you think of Carrie Colby?
I'm not very bridal, like, but that's all of them. That is like,
I do like.
It looks high fashion. It does.
Yeah, I do like. I don't necessarily like the. Is that feathers or fur?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't. No, I think it's great. I that like definitely not bottom. Like it's a safe look. Like and like her face looks amazing. Cornbread did not have a good episode today. Like it's like. Oh, she had that safari pants thing, and then that dark black dress thing.
Yeah.
But this one, I think maybe if the hair was up. There may be a different color. I don't know. There's something like I think that could be done it, but also I don't think there's like this weird poofing at the side, like not where her hips are, really like near her thighs, where it's like I don't think it was like there. Like I don't know what that is.
Oh, like maybe it just wasn't fitted properly.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
Yeah, like you see the side there, it's like that.
Yeah.
Like that I found it kind of distracting. And again, none of these looks are fucking bridal. Like the thought of okay, Ryan's story. What do you think? She said, okay, her confessional was Peg Bundy's like a trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the look. I don't like I don't think I wouldn't tell you it was a bridal category if I saw it.
It just seemed it seems very basic. Like it's, you know what I mean? It's just like a cheetah print dress. Like I feel like I could find this easily. It's like, I want more. And again, what's with those straps? I don't know what's
Yeah,
happening.
and the judges were like, were they supposed to go over? And that's what I was wondering too. Like, why? Like, they probably could have. You probably could have put your arm through it and kind of done like a.
Yeah, and it could have
even,
it could have been off the shoulder on your arms, and it could have still felt a little more. Because here it literally looks like you forgot to put your arms in it.
What if she did?
Maybe. She's like, oh shoot, as she walked on the
Oh well, it's my name, gotta go. June Jambalaya.
They were right though. She never moved that bouquet. Like,
I'm convinced. And then when she did move it is when she was standing straight on stage, like not walking. And we'll get into like the lip sync. No, we'll talk about later, the lip sync. But yeah, like she was like protecting that that thing like no big deal.
Yeah.
So in the bottom is June Jambalaya and Maddie Madison. Do you agree with the bottom?
Yeah, I do. I do agree with the bottom. Yeah, I think, yeah, and I think then I want to say in like third last was Orion's story, which again I also agreed with that. Yeah, I know Maddie ends up being safe and is good. I really hope she impresses more. I want to be impressed.
Okay, so was it? Okay, there's one thing that RuPaul that you should know by now that RuPaul does not tolerate, and that is if you lose your wig or if you lose your outfit. Like she will send you home. Like you could be doing the most amazing backflips and whatever, but if you fuck up with that, like your drag, she's like, get the fuck out of here. And I don't understand, and like that's why I'm convinced that like when she was holding up is that it was probably dropping when she was walking or close to dropping. Because like when she started dancing, like her dress started coming apart, and then and she took her shoes off, and it's like,
when her
what are you
shoes
doing?
came
What
off.
are you doing? And then
I felt that when Maddie was literally like, oh god, I almost tripped on her shoes. Like Maddie's like that is a hazard now on the stage.
But the thing is that like if it wasn't for the clothes coming off and the shoes, June did a better dance. Although she didn't know the words, I'll tell you that. She wasn't lip syncing, she was dancing. Okay. And Maddie just kind of did. I mean, mind you, I'll give her the benefit of the doubt to say that like her dress wasn't really meant for dancing. Like it was a tight, like there was no slit.
Yeah.
So, like she couldn't really do like splits or anything. But she was really just standing there and like emoting the words versus like dancing. And I'll give her the benefit of the doubt that was the outfit that was preventing her from dancing.
Her lip sync though did seem to have some personality in it. I found in June Jambalaya, I just felt like I was so distracted. I couldn't even tell you, like maybe she was doing better dance moves, whatever it may be, but like I was so distracted by everything where I'm like, what more could she lose at this point?
Well, and also the producers did her so fucking dirty. They zoomed in on her wig, so you can see the edges of the wig. So like you knew the wig reveal was coming, and it's like, why are you doing that to her? Like you already know she's gonna have a bad performance. Or like you see the footage, like why would you just like not show that clip? Where like, you already kind of like the producers kind of just like gave you piece by piece of like this is June's downfall. Yeah. Okay. So interestingly enough, okay. So our straight boy. Wait, is this the second time? Did she lip sync? Did Maddie lip sync last time?
No, I don't think Maddie.
No.
Maddie
Because she had that great headless thing.
Yeah.
Okay, no. So her straight boy sends home a gay drag queen. Does that offend you?
No.
No, it doesn't offend me either.
No. But my thing is, okay, and I don't want to be mean, and we are only starting, who knows? And I'm all for it again. Like I'm okay with the idea of having a straight guy doing drag on the show. That's fine. But I just feel like, is there maybe someone better? I don't like, because this is really going to be representative and deciding in the future, is this something they can, like, you know, I feel like this could impact a lot in the future, who they decide to invite back and things like that, and which type, and like, I'm not that impressed yet. But I might be, who knows? I mean, the head thing was cool from the previous week. That thing was
okay, I'm sorry. Like, the shoes seriously upset me in that headpiece thing, where it's like, that was such, and like, you know what I mean? And also, it's such a moment for like Maddie to be like, fuck all you haters. It's like, yes, I'm a straight man, but look at my looks. You know what I mean? It was his moment, and he blew it with the fucking shoes. Where it's like, if she just, and I'm talking like a 10-inch heel, like just like a little heel, and you would have like saved the look. You know what I mean? Like, and like with the Victorian thing, so it could be like a nice little Victorian slipper with like a little bit of a heel, and you would have saved the fucking look. But those shoes were so fucking offensive. Where I'm like, this is definitely a straight man, because no, you know what I mean? And that's what upset me, where it's like, we were rooting for you. You know what I mean? Like, you were so close. Why are you giving up? So that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but I guess like as of right now, who are your standouts?
I really do like, I mean, Angeria's cool. I like Angeria. I like Jasmine a lot as well. And Lady Camden. I think those are some of my tops. Oh, Georgia, there's too many people right now. That's the thing. Like, I feel lame to be like, here are my top 5. Like, 5 seems like excessive, but it's like, there's so many people right now. Who are your top people?
I want to say definitely Algeria. There's something about Willow Hill I kind of like too. Cornbread. Although Cornbread didn't have a good showing this episode, but yeah. I think I mean, her personality alone.
Her personality is so good. That's why I don't like her looks so far haven't been like too impressive. It's like, I don't want her to go home. She's so entertaining, and like, I need her in like one of these comedy challenges. Like, I need to see what she can do.
Yeah. I think she'd do good in it. I wonder how Maddie would do in the comedy challenge.
I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't see the preview for next episode. I don't know what it is. But yeah, I'm curious to see what these queens do. And also, all these queens are so fucking young. Like, I think the oldest is like 32 or something. It's like, what? Yeah. I
will be like, I really do hope that the golden chocolate bar, I really hope it's like next week or the week after, because I think it's dumb. So I just want it to be done with and be like, what, like, did you stage this? Like, that's also what I'm curious.
Okay, real talk.
They purposely pick the gold one and or like, okay, let's give it to like Angeria, let's give it
to
like,
and that's exactly it. It's like they try to make it legit, like, oh, you signed the back. That's again, I had to rewind to be like, what's going on? Because there's so much chaos over this fucking chocolate bar. And I'm like, okay, so they're signing the back of the chocolate bar to prove that it's theirs. But I'm convinced the producers are handing June Jambalaya a random chocolate bar, and they're deciding who gets a golden ticket. Where I guarantee you, like, maybe not next episode, but like a few episodes in, it's going to be like an upset of like, oh, she was doing so well, but she had a bad week and now she's going home. And then, surprise, she gets the golden ticket. Honestly. Oh, also, what the fuck's Bling Empire? The judge, the guest judge was from Bling Empire. I've never watched it.
I've never watched that either.
But she did seem fabulous. So, yeah.
I also, sorry, side note, I thought it was funny when Maddie had to like sign the chocolate bar, and it was some joke was made being like, you clearly are straight, because first, like, she didn't sign it with like the muscular guys, like she wasn't signing next to them, like she went away to sign, and then like it was like, don't get too close to the hot guys.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I think there's some. I'm not mad about Maddie, is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Okay. No, I'm not either. I want to be impressed. That's it. It's nothing to do with anything else. It's just,
yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay. Well, we talked about Harry Potter. Wait, did we talk about Pokemon?
Oh, we just mentioned the game, I think.
Wait, oh yeah, sorry. Okay, so you have the real Switch.
Yeah, what's the fake Switch? I don't
No,
get.
the handheld one. Like I have the handheld
Oh,
one.
that you can't dock?
Yeah, the light.
Oh, no, I have the real one.
Okay. Okay. Well, what are your plans this weekend? Oh, wait. You don't get to find out. Like and subscribe, people. Go into private conversation now. XO. Bye.